Hi, this is Amy from alchemillahospital.net, and I think it's been a few months since I worked on any of the Silent Hill 4 videos, so trying to get back into things here. I finally installed the widescreen fix, so I can play it on my new desktop. I was playing on an ancient laptop because that was the only one that played it, from the same era, as the game, I suppose, on PC. But that computer is falling apart, so figured I'd try the widescreen fix, and everything started working fine. And also playing on PS2 because I'm using various codes and things, and there's not a whole lot really to see in Subway World other than, the signs and things. And another problem is he gets stuck. On the right you see him just sort of sliding around, and then the camera doesn't move, but he moves, and sometimes he gets lost, and then I have to restart the game. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. So in addition to all that, I've also been trying to edit the alpha channels so you can just remove things. Especially on the spiral staircase areas. There's a lot of fences and grates and just junk in front of the rooms off to the sides with the weird shit going on. So I've been trying to remove that. But I'm really not to that part, in the playthrough yet, so I did upload some other videos just as tests. But the fog in that area is a real pain too. There's just no contrast between, the lights and darks. This is PS2 on the left, and also PS2, but on an emulator on the right. And then I'll also be going into the PC version just to get some weird things going on, especially to edit the alpha channels and things like that. And in the spirit of, when I was playing through Silent Hill 3, using the memory of Alessa skin on Heather, I'm using the Victim 21 skin on Henry, but you can't see it right now because I don't have the PC version up right here. I'll put that in later. It's also kind of hard to, at first it's kind of hard to edit the skins in this game because they're in all these different files, and there's completely separate files for the game, the game skins, as Henry is right there, and what the hell is that over there? And the cutscenes. The cutscene models are different models, anyway, so you have to edit, all these things separately. And I think he got stuck. Sometimes he just goes off screen and I don't know where the hell he went, and I lose Henry. And that's PC, the smaller screen there. You can tell because the back of his shirt is dirty. That's the Victim 21 skin. And it looks cooler in the cutscenes, but I don't have that edited in right now. I just have the regular gameplay model with that skin. And other than that, I've been removing the peephole texture around Eileen Eileen's peephole and some of the things that are blocking your view into her room. So I'll be putting a bunch of that in here, as well as the Henry's door into the hallway. You can just remove the black area around that, and then that will let you see a little bit of the area, what's going on. Eileen freezes in the one part. That's the texture of the Temptation placard, but a lot of these things, they're not hugely big in the textures, so they're just small texture files that are like 100 pixels high or something, so they're gonna look pixelated when you zoom in.
Are you okay?
And here we have PC on the left and PS2 on the right.
A dream, right? I think I drank too much last night.
Not edited quite perfectly, but good enough, I guess.
I never got to do that special favor for you. I feel like I'm dying.
I've been meaning to switch the Cynthia skins also with the Ghost Cynthia and the regular Cynthia, but I haven't got around to that yet. Some people have actually switched the models, so you play as Cynthia or something, or switch the models around completely, but I haven't got that to work, so I probably won't be doing that. I'm just gonna try to focus on attempting to go through the textures and look into places where you can't see very well if possible, but again, this has such fixed camera angles, it's an extreme pain in the ass to get the camera to move where you want it to be. It's not anything like in 2 and 3 where you can use Camhacks and go pretty much anywhere. I keep getting Henry lost and having to restart. And then the street names again are named after directors and writers in the subway level. And again, the textures suck because they're just so small in the game.
Quit yapping and move her already.
Or the street signs, the line signs, whatever. And there's the ambulance. I know there's a different code for zooming. I might have to use that separately and try to zoom in on the neighbors, across the apartment building there. So I would like to get some, better views of those also. And there's Frank sweeping. And I'll try to get the next one up in less than 3 months this time. But that's about it for this one.